Right, here we are. What am I going to talk about today? I don't know. There's been a few things flighting around my head, hither and thither. Yes. Like, at times I just sit there and think, what's actually even wrong with me, though? There's nothing wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Someone asked me a really interesting question. It sounds a little bit like, but it's not. It said, what would be the one thing that you look at out there that you're kind of jealous of? That's the bit that might be a bit not nice, but what she meant was, the bit that you want that would change everything. And I know what she was doing. It's like she's into NLP. It was like basically the miracle method, pretty much. Goal focused, solution focused shit. But I couldn't really boil it down. What I came up with was like that lack of human connection. But I mean, there's just so much that is in and amongst that, and so much of it that isn't taken for granted in a nasty way, but it's just not noticed how much of it is there until it's gone. But I don't know if that is that, but it's to do with that mismatch of society. I never am buzzing on the same frequency as any of them. I don't have those automatic ping pongs between them. I don't fall into step like energetically at the tit for tatfulness of the fucking small talk. And that was someone else I was talking to outside a shop, and she was like one of us. And she laughed when I said small talk. I said, I do small talk, but I'm shit at it, and it makes me look really fucking awkward. But the point is, it's not that I'm awkward as in like I've got nothing to say because I'm such a twat. It's like I've got shitloads to say, but you won't want to talk about it. What shit do you fucking idiots talk about again? Isn't it holidays and work or something? And so I end up like, and she was just pissing herself, like she knew, like that's what it is. It's one of those common misinterpretations, which I've mentioned that a few times recently. That it is. It seems all wishy-washy, dithery, not too sure of himself, not confident. All of the things that I'm not. It's just the context. It's just having the context and knowing and understanding when it's applicable, because it nearly always isn't. My experience has led me to believe usually when I say something, it's about fucking at least probably about a 27% chance that it's massively inappropriate. I spin that wheel quite a lot. Quite often, I like blurt something out and everyone laughs, and I kind of walk away again. But for that, because I thought that one was going to be a killer, because I've served up a few of them in my time. Yeah, fucking. Anyway, doop 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 doop. That's another thing I was talking to her about. The fucking keep being you, keep being you. I've had more mockery when I went out the other day. Went out dancing. Had quite a bit more mockery. Lots of people just burst out laughing or look at each other and go, okay. There's a lot of you out there. There's a lot of you out there. And all of you lot that don't do it, just tell me to ignore it. And it's like, come and fucking join me. Come and be me. And battle with fucking feelings of persecution, thoughts of persecution, sort of interpretations of persecution, schizotypal, EUPD, what the fuck's going on? Did that mean this? Did that mean that? One is deciding it was definitely a threat, and the other one is deciding it could have been this, could have been that, could have been this, could have been that, could have been this, could have been that. You never know. Diddle-oo, endlessly. And then you've got definite, actual, undeniable negativity. It's not that, and again, it's not that I need. Another thing people would do at this point is reassure me how great I look and shit like that. And I'm like, thank you, that's lovely. But it's like, I don't think I look any more or less anything because of someone's opinion of me. It's never about someone's opinion of me. It never has been, and it never will fucking be. It's about how they fucking treat me. That is usually directly related to what they think of me. That's why so many people are complaining about one thing and it sounds like another. Schizotypal interpretations by society, wrongful paradigms of statements equals this, inability to do that equals that. Without those words ever being said, you start attacking this and treating it because you know that that means that. You've just seen it, therefore it was true. Because you are fucking brainwashed. And so am I, and so in la-di-da-di-da. That song, I don't even want to sing it, it's a church song. I don't like the church. I don't like it. And I'm allowed to not like it, because I'm special. I haven't done that one for a while. But, where was it? Schizotypal interpretations. It is like quite a lot. I come across just shit like what is wrong though? Why can't I just do this, do that, whatever? What am I suffering with right now? But then it's like, oh dear, yesterday, fucking, after spending an hour tidying my room and making it look worse, my chest of drawers fell to pieces, full of fucking clothes. Only one drawer came out. I pulled the other one out, but it was like hanging off. I had to glue it all back together. It spewed up everywhere. All the shit that was on top of it went all over the floor. It took me 11 hours. 11 hours. And tonight, I've taken a photo, but I'm banned from Facebook. I can't share it yet. It's a fucking shithole again. And it's almost like I could just imagine people going, oh, look, he's just dragged a load of shit out of the cupboard and put it on the floor. He's just trying to make it look like, oh, look at me, everyone, I'm really chaotic. I think, well, if people do that, then it's like they're just showing whoever they're talking to who they are. Because that's what they would be doing. But it almost looks like I could have just fucking faked it. But it's not, it's just all the shit I've had around about me today. And it was just ended up everywhere. I had to clear the bed off again. That's fundamentally one of the things that's fucking wrong with me. High inability to organise. And then that makes me fucking despair and throw my hands up. And it's like, I have a whole day of just wanting to cry and moan, and then the pain's not helping. It's really not helping. Like, I've actually cut, I did it yesterday, of all days, when I had all that to do. I went down to 3 doses because I've reached them a couple of times in the night and thought, hang on, I think I'm about 4 ahead of myself. So I need to try and skip a couple, and I skipped one, but then I reached them in the night. And I was like, yeah, well, that's actually still just the 4 then. But I literally, I wanted them at about 6. And I thought, if I take them now, they'll be gone by midnight. And I held on till 9, and the last hour was difficult. It was very, very fucking difficult, but it was like that, the foot that went blue, it kicks, it like burns and it throbs, it does like just little 5-minute fucking episodes of it. It's fucking doing that all the time. And that was starting, and then the back pain just like affects my stomach and my balls. I get trapped wind off of it. It's just, I think it's just the pain and and I get trapped wind, which fucking hurts. And I tidied my room. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a fucking battle, mate. It's a fucking battle. It's a fucking battle. It's not easy. So like, that's another one that would be my miracle, just to be able to do things like that. That's my cynical head when I see people bleating on so confidently about how they know everything about mental health. And just see the way they're conducting themselves and what they're doing, the way they're answering their phone, what they're organising, where they're going to be, they're doing this. And fuck off, you've got mental health issues. Fuck right off. You feel a bit sad now and then and you declare yourself to be fucking mentally unwell. Mentally unwell people can't fucking do shit like that. Can't. That's another thing we talked about actually. Is that that stranger that came up outside the shop. What was it that we talked about? Oh, fuck knows. I don't care. No, I'm not enjoying. No, I don't care. I'm not enjoying. I can't be bothered. I did my nails today. Ish. It's been a struggle again, but I did get out and about. Did quite a bit of walking. No dancing. No riding around. I was gonna go down the beach, but it was a cloudy day, and I didn't even bother messaging my mate. It's been all right. It's been all right. It's it's another thing that's just in with the heap of shit to do, isn't it? But I still haven't decided. That's the thing. I still haven't decided what to do about my doctor. Look at these niggas, by the way. I know you've been looking at them. Aren't they fucking beautiful? They're elves. What's it all about? What's happening? What's fucking happening? The doctor. Yeah, because like he's just discharged me, and he'll have written that letter to her. Although it's actually from rheumatology, but it's got his fucking name on it. And it's all very confusing. But if I query it and make my points, then she could just directly communicate to him, because that would be the sensible thing to do, is just say, look, I'm not going to be suspicious. I'm just going to say, look, this is a discrepancy here. Can you explain it, please? And deal with it straight away. And I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to, because it's like that. It's going to feel like an accusation, like I'm accusing him, whatever. But I don't know if I go to pals. I think it should be confidential. I'll just go to them and say, look, there's a doctor here. I don't want to say anything out here. There's a doctor that works here, but I just want to ask a few questions about him. But I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? They should have a confidential service, I'm sure. And just say to me what to do. And they might say, just, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking if I go to my GP and request, I could do that, couldn't I? Of course I could. So this needs to stay between me and you. I'm not sure what to do about it. Because I know when I run it past fucking Bleepity, he's like, oh, well, what are you expecting? That if you're just going to say to someone, I think you've done this, that they're just going to go, oh, okay, that was me, here's loads of money. So that's what he said to me. Well, pretty much. He said a few things, but it was very challenging. As in, like, leave that poor doctor alone. My mobility's fucked. It's ruined from a broken leg. That shouldn't happen. And regardless of what may or may not have happened, he's lying. Anyone would be concerned. Anyone would want to discuss the issue. If you're thinking, why are you fucking lying to me? Thrice. If nothing's an issue, tell me why it isn't an issue then. If the MRI scan is to reassure me, then I want it done off my fucking foot. And reassure me what's going on with the fucking tendocalcaneus, my fucking talocrural joint. And my toe extensors. Why are my feet clawing? Why can I dorsiflex so much more by twisting it? But it feels like it's going down the centre of the foot. That's why I started to first think my foot shifted round, because it butts up against what would be the inside part of it. It doesn't. I can't explain it. I know what I'm on about. Ish. Roughly. It's fucked, mate. So I don't know. There's that kind of tickling around in my head, and then I know that on the surface of it, all right, I look a bit eccentrical and whatever, but to a lot of people, like that guy down the beach, when I said I've got menopause, she's like, what? Reaction said, oh, you haven't. Okay, I haven't. When I've got an illness that gets me to doubt my interpretation of reality, I've got you lot out there telling me it's not real. That's really difficult for me. To be told that anything didn't happen or wasn't real can really fucking blow my mind and then set everything else off. That's what it does. It's not in and of itself what happened, it's what it then causes me to happen. Nobody can make you feel anything without your consent. That's not feeling anything. It's not feeling anything. Not really. It's just a fucking malfunction of the way the brain processes information. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. Anyway, I think I probably piffled and poffled quite fucking endearingly enough. I hope you're all very well and happy, and thank you so incredibly much for fucking watching. Do keep watching, and do keep trying to be well as well.